It's official. September 13th, Noche UFC, Alice Pereira makes her octagon debut. If you're a follower of this channel, all 8 of you, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you will remember that I did a video on this about a month ago because frankly, I couldn't believe that more people weren't talking about this. Because the second that Alice Pereira walks into that octagon, she will already be a 3-time UFC record holder. That's right. Brand new prospect, hasn't even fought yet. And the minute that she does, she will hold 3 UFC records. I frankly could not believe that the MMA community was not talking about this more. So I took it upon myself to do so. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down the reasons why you should be excited, because there's a lot of them. One of the most entertaining prospects the women's division has had in years. There are a ton of different reasons to be excited about her. I'm going to break them all down in this video. But first, click the fucking button, bitch. Support the channel if you like this stuff. If you don't like it, leave a nasty comment. Tell me I'm stupid. Who cares? Anyways, let's fucking go. What makes Alice Pereira special? Reason number 1 that makes Alice a super interesting signing. Reason number 1 is her age. She officially becomes the youngest female fighter to ever fight in the octagon. She beats out Chan Mi-jun, who you probably don't remember from back in 2017 because she had 2 fights in the UFC and then she was done. The big difference between her and the Korean fighter is every fighter these days, you're going through Dana White's Contender Series. That's the front door to the UFC. Alice Pereira skipped that line completely. So you have to ask yourself, granted, 5 of those were knockouts, but why skip her right to the front of the line? This is not normal, guys. The UFC doesn't do that. It's the reason why they created the Contender Series. Even if you're Raul Rosas, you got to go through the Contender Series first. She got a contract straight off the regional scene at 19 years old. This is not normal, guys. Reason number 2. Honestly, size matters. The difference between Alice Pereira and some of the other young female fighters that we've seen in recent memory is she is a 5'11" bantamweight. That's right. She immediately becomes tied for the tallest active fighter in the UFC in any female division. Go look at Julieta Martinez, who competed on UFC's Contender Series recently, won the bout, also a super young fighter, fought really well. Dana White said, sorry, you're too young, you're too small. We might need to, think about creating a new division. But just not happening.
This girl is super green. She turned 20 2 months ago. Yeah. Turned 22 months ago, and she is undersized for that weight division.
A 5'11" bantamweight is a very rare thing in the UFC's women's division. There's a reason why Kayla Harrison has to kill herself to get to 135. Go to UFC.com and look up women's featherweight. It doesn't really exist anymore. They're bringing back Amanda Nunes, who cleaned out that division, and then they just basically killed it. It's kind of the same thing as men's heavyweight. There are only so many humans that size competing in the sport. It matters. Size matters, guys. Ask my girlfriend. Reason number 3. Honestly, this is very similar to all aspects of real life elsewhere. Being hot matters. Being attractive means that you are more marketable. Alice Pereira, frankly, is a smoke show. The cold hard fact is the UFC is a popularity contest. If people like you, they're going to show up to watch you fight. If that is the case, the UFC makes more money. Your brand is your career. It's a thing. I understand that pointing out that she's hot might turn the internet into a whirlwind of shit talking and chauvinistic blah, 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 whatever. So let me just submit my evidence to the court of public opinion. Okay, so Exhibit A, Kayla Harrison's official Instagram page. Notice 392,000 followers. See the type of content she posts? Pictures of her kids, very wholesome, glorious to God, etc., etc. Now, her upcoming opponent, also known as the greatest female fighter of all time, 1.7 million followers. She needs no introduction. Amanda Nunes. Okay, here's my point though, guys. You probably remember this human being. Had to search for my words there, got distracted, sorry. Let's check out some of this content. I mean, point is obvious. She's attractive, and it leads to 3.1 million followers. People that remember Paige Van Zandt's career, she flamed out early, but the promotion really got behind her. I mean, so much so that Dana White stayed behind her by pushing her to power slap until she had a traumatic neck injury. Here's the thing, guys. Your attractiveness can affect your popularity. Your popularity certainly affects your earning potential in the UFC. We don't have to talk about tits and ass to make this example. Sugar Sean O'Malley clearly got pushed, and a huge part of the reason why was because of how much of a following he had. And speaking of following, if you're watching this video, do me a favor, go check out Alice Pereira's Instagram, give her a follow as well. I'll put the link in the description. To reason number 4. Alice Pereira is a striker. Frankly, I could just call this be entertaining. Go ask Lauren Murphy how a career typically goes when the crowd can't stop booing you.
I see the crowd giving me a chant when I walk out.
It doesn't matter only that you win, it also matters that you entertain people.
Are you not entertained?
The fact is that Alice Pereira is a strike-first fighter. That is a style that the UFC actively encourages. It's what gets people up out of their seat. I do think that UFC fans in general need to choose another sport if they don't want to watch grappling in matches. I think the boos are frankly ridiculous, but that's not to say that striking is not more entertaining. It certainly is. I'm not here to tell you that Alice Pereira is the next Amanda Nunes, but there is a significant difference in the hype around a fighter who we know is going to try to take people's heads off.
Off with his head!
6 fights on the amateur scene, 5 knockouts for Alice. Granted, that's lower competition. Is it going to stay consistent in the UFC? We can only hope.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
I teased it at the beginning of this video, saying that the second Alice walks into the octagon, she's going to hold 3 records. Number 1 is the obvious one. She will become the youngest female fighter ever. Number 2, I cheated a little bit. She'll tie the tallest active fighter. Is that a record? Kinda, sorta, whatever. You can sue me. That's fine if you don't like it. Number 3, this one is actually also pretty interesting. When Alice Pereira faces off with Rendon at Noche, there is a 16-year, 9-month, and 4-day difference between them. I mean, for fuck's sake, that's almost a 17-year age gap between Alice and Rendon. Largest age discrepancy ever. So those are your 3 records. You're welcome for the information.